$100,000 a year out of pocket or more, and I was making $38,000, $40,000 a year. We almost went bankrupt. I knew we had, that the system was broken, but I also knew that 7 presidents had tried to do it, 7 presidents had failed. I knew what the polling was like. I knew how challenging it would be, and I told the president that. And he said to me, what are we going to do, put our approval rating on the shelf and admire it for 8 years? Or are we going to draw down on it and try and make a difference on some of these big problems? And every time we hit a bump in the road, and there were so many, when people said, you ought to quit, we shouldn't do health care, he kept going and talking about the people he'd met along the way. Finally, on the night that health care passed, we were all in the Roosevelt room in the White House, which is the big conference room next to the Oval Office. And my office was right next to his. And the president was there, and the vice president, everybody who worked on the issue. It was a celebrative night. And but as the votes came in, I found myself getting up sort of reflexively, going to my office, closing the door, and sobbing. And I didn't know why, I was surprised myself. And the reason I was crying was because I was remembering the absolute agony we went through when I was young, and my child was sick, and we were worried not just whether she would survive, but whether we would survive as a family and financially and every other way. And I pulled myself together and found the president, and I said to him, I just want to thank you on behalf of my family and all the families who won't have to go through what we went through. And he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, that's why we do the work. And that's really what believer means. That's what this is all about, and that's why it's worthwhile. It's not just about whether the red team or the blue team wins, or who's up or who's down. It's what can we do to make this a better country? What can we do to help people moving forward? What can we do to bend the course of history a little bit in the right direction? And that's it's a great way to spend your life. It's an important way to spend your life. So I'm hoping one of you guys will be president of the United States someday and help us do that. So I think that